Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews. We're going to be talking Terminator Dark Fate and how it's intended to kick off a new trilogy because that worked so well before. Slashfilm.com has this article, and they're basically saying that if it does well in the box office, a new trilogy will come. And they touch on the failure of Genesis and Salvation. And instead of setting up a trilogy release date, they are taking the wait and see approach because of the box office and whatnot. Now, sorry, had to stretch my arm. Here's what I am going to say. I do not think that Terminator Dark Fate should have a trilogy after it. I think they should stop with 3, have it a closed loop. There you go. Because by leaving it open-ended, and if your movie doesn't do well, you just created another failure. So you're basically going to repeat the same mistake. So here's what I suggest that they do with this movie. They have a ending that is half open, half closed. Have it so so the threat is past, but there might be a possibility of a new threat looming in the future. If they're smart, that's what they'll do. They did it with Alita. Hopefully Alita will get her sequel. It doesn't look like it will, though. And that's a James Cameron associated thing, too. Now, the reason why I do not think they should get a trilogy is because it is, as everybody knows, Terminator Dark Fate is heavily entrenched in the whole identity politics narrative, where they are using unbalanced methods to push up labels instead of telling a story. From what I have looked at in the trailers, it's going to be the whole woman power thing, And you'd think that they would learn lessons from Ghostbusters 2016, I think it was. Yeah, Ghostbusters 2016, the movie that everybody wishes they could forget ever happened. Tim Miller pulled a page out of what's his name, or the director of that movie. Basically insulted fans, saying that they're nothing but toxic and this and that if they don't like it. Well, guess what? I'm not a blind fan. I'm not a blind Terminator fan, and I'm not going to like it just because it says Terminator on it. My mind doesn't process that way. My mind doesn't work that way. Now, am I a Terminator fan? Abso-freaking-lutely. I love the Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 movies. I actually like the other Terminator movies. Terminator 3, not so much. But Salvation, it was gritty. It was good. Genesis, it was decent. It was an interesting take. I actually like Genesis as a third installment because it connects to the first movie very well. But this movie, they completely just changed everything up. Yeah, they're bringing back Hamilton, Furlong, and Schwarzenegger, but they changed the most important thing. John Connor is probably going to be dead before this movie even really takes off. I mean, sure, they'll probably show a T-800 shooting John Connor dead as a kid. I mean, they basically have established in the second trailer that this new girl, Danny's character, or the character of Danny something, is the new savior of humanity. Well, okay. Why are you changing things up like that? I mean, especially, but in today's age, the time right now basically answers that. This is the age of identity politic movies. This is the age of woman power. in its fully misguided sense. Movies, or the whole female empowerment thing, is all well and good, but when you are doing movies like Ghostbusters, Captain Marvel, and whatnot, where you are making all the guys look like inept idiots and assholes and villains and whatnot, and making them look like they are basically subhuman in intellect, you're saying that your female empowered characters are just a step above idiots. You know? It doesn't work. It's a bad, you're not doing any favors for your female empowered people. You're just basically saying they're better than idiots. Now, also, this movie has the whole political thing. Cameron and Schwarzenegger have both said that they're thumbing their noses at the administration for the whole border dispute, because there's going to be a border dispute scene with the kids in cages and all that crap. Well, why couldn't they have done it back when the previous administration and other previous administrations did it, you know? That's all I'm going to say on the whole politic part of it. I'm not going to get too much into politics on my channel. I don't like to bring politics on my channel unless it is absolutely unavoidable. But yeah, this movie has political underpinnings to basically thumb its nose there. It has the whole identity politics crap saying that men aren't needed to save the world. Well, guess what? A man needed to help Sarah Connor in the first movie to survive. A man needed to help bring Sarah Connor back from throwing away her humanity in order to help save the world. A man needed, and Sarah Connor also helped John Connor to survive in the second one. There was balance. There wasn't this Terminator Dark Fate is showing. There was this. Terminator 1, this. This is called balance. It's where it's a flat line. But if you put too much weight on it, oh, there goes, all dead. People don't like that crap in their movies. And yes, some people are saying, well, that's the future. You should just get used to it. Why would I get used to something that is, when broken down to its base components, a repeat of racist history? You're taking a person based on their label, putting them on a pedestal and saying pay for them. You know who did that? Slave owners of the 1800s. Slave auction blocks. Strip joint owners having a woman up there and having people fan their money to her and whatnot. That's all identity politics is. It's sexist and racist. And I'm sorry. I'm calling it for what it is. It is evil. And it seems that James Cameron just wants to push that kind of narrative in this movie. That's why when I go to see this movie, and I will give it a fair shake, subjectively, my opinion, with bias, this movie is already at a failing grade with 3 out of 5 stars. That's 60 in a high school grade. 65 is passing. So yeah, this movie is starting off subjectively as 3 out of 5. Objectively, it will go down from 5 stars from there. And moviegoer, it will go down from 5 stars from there. Because moviegoer is based on its entertainment value, not its deconstructed value. I will give this movie its fair shake. Anyway, that's the video. The article is interesting and whatnot, but it's showing that they have ambition for a new trilogy, and they're being cautious. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know down in the comments below. Be civil. Be kind in the comments. If you are kind and you have a difference of opinion, I encourage you to share your difference of opinion. I encourage that on my channel, in my comment section. But if you are going to be rude about it, I will not give you the time of day. So, if you have difference of opinion, I respect your difference of opinion. I respect your individuality. But if you are going to be a dickwad about it, see what it did there with the Terminator 2 reference? Well, maybe you should chill out. Anyway, this has been Orange Hat Reviews. I'll catch y'all on the next one.